Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Henry from Henry's Rock Review. We're doing another episode. We're kind of doing this back to back because next week I'm going out of town a little bit for my birthday. I'm going to celebrate. I'll be a young 25. So, guys, thank you for joining us. We have an amazing episode tonight. We are going to be reviewing one of my favorite groups called Halestorm. A lot of you older people, they may not know, you're going to know who they are, and you younger people know exactly who this woman is. Halestorm is freaking outstanding. This woman's voice is so ridiculous. It literally just makes me just want to bang my head for 24 hours. I don't know. But above all that, we have an amazing guest with us. We have Miss Savannah Mae from the great band Unknown Artist. How you doing, Savannah?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thanks so much for having me on.
You're very welcome. We love it. We love it. So I'll tell you what, everybody, before we get started, I want to tell you how Henry's Rock Review came about. Mr. Thomas gave me the idea, said, hey, you ought to do this. And I said, okay. So now we're doing this together. So Henry's Rock Review is being sponsored by the sports guys, which is Thomas and Rob Pope. They do a lot of sports. You guys got to watch it. It's amazing, especially football season is in. You guys, it's amazing. And also Thomas Pope does Traveling Through History. It's an amazing podcast for you history buffs. He just did one on Jerusalem with a special guest, and I'm gonna tell you, it blew me away. I mean, I've watched half of it. I'm gonna finish the other half tomorrow. It's ridiculous. So check that out. And of course, we got a Henry's Rock Review, and it's brought to you by Thomas Pope and Rob Pope for their podcast. And so, this is, I think, our fifth one, right, Thomas? This is our fifth,
fifth
podcast.
episode,
So, guys, thank you so much. We've been having over 10,000 views in each one of these podcasts. I think I got way over 700 subscribers. So thank you so much, everyone. So keep liking it, keep watching it, keep subscribing, because that's the only way we'll be able to continue to do this. And we'll be able to bring amazing guests like Savannah here. So, Savannah took some time out of her busy schedule to come join us to do this. So we thank you so much for that. So Savannah, how you doing today? You doing good?
Yeah, super excited to get talking about this album.
Nice, nice. And Thomas, how you doing today? You had a great day?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. I'm really excited. We got to episode 5, and I'm gonna be a little bit of a fanboy today because I'm a huge fan of Savannah Mae and I'm a huge fan of Unknown Artist. I went to see them 5 years ago for the first time, and when I heard her sing Evanescence, I was in love with her.
Oh, it's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous, yeah.
So one of my favorites.
Yeah. So tell you what, before we get started, first and foremost, I want to give honor, praise, and glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because if it wasn't for him, I would not be here. I just want to give him praise. He's given me everything and continuously does. And I just want to say thank you, Jesus, in Jesus' name. Now, so let's get things started. Miss Savannah, let's get to know you a little bit. So what we want to know what gets you started singing, at what age to start singing, when you started on an artist, how long you guys been playing, what's been one of your most memorable shows, what wasn't one of your most memorable shows. And I mean, you were just telling us a little bit.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Like a 4 hours, 4-hour show. I mean, that's like crazy to me. But I tell you what, I'm gonna give you the mic. You take the center stage. Savannah, you tell us about yourself.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for having me again. Super, super excited. So maybe I'll just give a rundown of how I got started in music in general, and then how I found my way to Unknown Artist. Because it's been a journey, a 23-year-old journey.
Wow.
And it's been
I saw her when she was 18 first time. Do you believe that?
So yes. That means you're only 2 years younger than me.
Yes. Yeah. You're turning 25, right? Yeah.
That's right. Turning 25.
Yes. Yeah. So maybe you guys will learn a little bit more about me. The listeners, I think, definitely will. But so yeah, my name is Savannah Mae. I'm mostly known as the lead singer for Unknown Artist, which is a tribute to classic and modern rock, and we play pretty much every weekend within an hour radius of Charlotte, really. So I'm primarily a vocalist, but I've also been playing guitar and piano and bass for a while. I started guitar when I was 9, and then piano when I was 12. And then I picked up bass in probably late high school, but I haven't played much of it since really the last few years, which I'll get into a little bit more later. But performing has also just been a huge part of my musical journey. Henry, I know you love to perform. You love to whip that hair around. I am the same. I watched like Van Halen documentaries, Journey documentaries with my dad when I was little, and I was like, that I want to do that. I want to run around and just have this crazy energy. So that's always been a big piece of me, I think, in my musical journey. Anyway, so my first band, I got started in bands in high school. When I was, well, earlier than that, really. I founded a girl band called the Control Freaks at age 12.
Oh, wow.
And yeah,
Cool
it was
name. That's a cool
Wait,
name.
yeah.
wait a minute, were you guys Control Freaks?
You could maybe say that. But it was really fun. We were all vocalists. We met each other in church choir. So we kind of like divvied up the verses of songs and did 4-part harmony choruses. But I was primarily the guitarist in that band, actually. We played like Girl Scout events, middle school dances, like all the
That's cool.
12-year-old preteen type stuff. So that was
Did you
really
guys
fun.
have anything out on YouTube at that time? And did you guys try to put some stuff out there?
We did. I'm pretty sure that some videos are still up. They still remain on YouTube, which would be cute if you ever typed in Control Freaks to the Google search. But yeah, it was really
I'll put it in
fun.
the comments down below so everybody can watch.
Oh no. That's so funny. Sorry, go ahead.
How long has Unknown Artist been together? How long has you guys been together?
So Unknown Artist, my junior year of high school, I started preparing for college auditions because I was originally gonna do music therapy and major in that.
Oh, nice.
And so I needed to study up for these placement tests, and I started taking theory lessons with Carl Gunther.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, everybody knows Carl. He's a nationwide known musician, but just in the Charlotte scene, he hooks a lot of people up. And so he put Unknown Artist together. We were all students of his at the time. We had a different drummer. But we added Josh very shortly after. So we've had him most of the time. And yeah, we knew it was something special. And so when I was auditioning around, I did Belmont and App and Queens University. And we gained a lot of traction. And Kylie and I were like, yeah, we're gonna stay in Charlotte and do the band, continue to pursue it. And it was a good job all throughout college. And I didn't end up majoring in music therapy, but I'm kind of glad about that. I did minor in music, which was really fun. I'm classically trained vocalist, so that really helps like with the foundations of healthy singing a lot.
Right, that's great. Yeah.
For sure.
Wow.
For
So,
Yeah.
so
Well, you know what's interesting is every band has kind of that front person, and the front person is different from everybody else. They have kind of that it factor. When did you know that you had that it factor? Like what age do you think where you knew you could be out front and really be the driving force of the band?
Really towards the beginning, middle of high school, when I was still playing in that girl band, I was like, ooh, I want to take this guitar off. Like I want to be a bigger presence on stage and be able to move more and talk to the audience and really engage and connect with them beyond just behind an instrument. And so I think that's what did it for me. Probably in high school, yeah, I would say.
So what performer is like your idol? You know, everybody has their one person or one band that gives inspiration. So who's that band or person for you?
Yeah, I would say I love Hayley Williams if we're talking modern performers. She just has this super quirky, well-known stage presence. It's just totally her. And I think that's the biggest thing that I like to take from her is like you just be yourself on stage. You know, she is not like a great dancer or anything, but she just has this unique presence. When I was little, I would have said Hannah Montana because I really did like watching like Miley Cyrus and
Now,
Hannah
did you do
Montana.
the dances when you were younger?
Yes,
thought,
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
thought her movie was pretty good. It had a lot of good music in the movie.
When I used to teach kids at the daycare centers, because I used to work with kids, and I would, my biggest thing that I had was Kids Bop or whatever, all these music, or even I Heart Kids. So of course Hannah Montana music would come on, and they would just do the dances like the movie. I'm like, oh my gosh, and like, here, let me teach you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing these crazy dances with these kids. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yes, yes.
That is great.
You told us who your inspiration is for performance, but who's your inspiration vocally? Like,
Yeah.
who do you think? Who did you
Vocally.
try to be like, and who do you think you sound like?
To be honest, until I really got into Unknown Artist, I wasn't really trying to sound like a specific vocalist. And my voice was still maturing at that time, so it was just kind of whatever came out. And then Unknown Artist came around, and we decided we wanted to make it a like tribute product. So I started, bringing in the forward placement of Steve Perry and a lot of those rockers. So really, I've modeled my voice in the Unknown Artist chapter of my life. Probably around, yeah, I would say Steve Perry, Ann Wilson, love her.
You sound a lot like her. Every time you play that mashup of Heart, I'm just like, she sounds a lot like Ann Wilson.
Thank you. It's a big compliment. Yeah. So probably those two, the main ones.
Okay, so which show was the most memorable one that you've done so far that you can remember? Because I mean, you guys are playing every weekend. I'm sure it's like a blur. It kind of goes fast. But so what's been one show that you remember that you're like, wow, that was awesome?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, like you said, it's almost a blur because we've done like 70 to 80 shows a year for the past few years. So I'm trying to think back. I think one of my favorites was New Year's Eve at Apps and Taps. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago, but we made it a really, really big deal. We had some gimmicks on stage. I had an outfit change and they like rolled me out in this box and I like popped through it. So I don't know, it was really cool to like dream up a big show and execute it. It was really fun.
Nice.
That is super cool. One of the things that amazes me about you, every time I look up there, you have a different instrument you're playing. I'm like, what instrument does she not play? I haven't seen you play sax yet, I guess, but
yeah, not saxophone, not yet.
But I mean, you play like everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I like to keep it fresh.
When you guys played with us, you guys were outstanding. I mean, you guys were outstanding. You played with us those 2 times. I mean, you guys were. I loved it. I love watching you guys.
Do you know Peyton Velligan?
Yes, of course. Yes.
So yeah, I figured because you guys' careers kind of seem to parallel each other a little bit. I mean, she plays everything too. She plays bass and guitar and keyboard and everything. So, yeah, I figured you guys
knew very incredible.
You darn kids are taking over. I can't have that. I will not stand for that. No, I love it, man. I love the. I love the.
So where do you guys see yourself going? Like, where do you think Unknown Artist is headed 5 years from now?
As of now, we're not writing originals, so we're not looking to get signed or anything like that. I think we're just gonna keep building and building and see where it goes. We'd love to be like Blue Monday and around in 25 years, so try to take good care of my voice.
I'm gonna be around for another 60. I don't know about those guys I play with. I'm aging backwards. They're aging. No, I'm just kidding.
I love it.
That's great. I mean, like, so you guys are great, man. And the more you play, obviously, the better you get. That's just how it happens. I mean, it's just, and you guys got a great following. A lot of people love you guys. So you guys are doing fantastic. Just keep doing it.
I appreciate it. Will do.
This is what I tell everybody, especially singers. God in the center, no drinking, no smoking, no partying. You'll be good.
Yeah, what's funny is none of us are really partiers. Like, I have literally never had a party phase in my life. I'm still waiting for it to hit me, but I don't think I wanted to. Like,
oh my God. I had a party phase and it was way too long. And thank God I have no desire to do anything. I'm just done. I can't do it. This is no way. I can't. I have no desire. Nope. That's good though.
I think I've seen it play out in front of my eyeballs. Like while I'm performing, I'm
Oh, of
also getting
course.
a show of everybody who's participating in the party scene.
It's,
So
especially at Stooges, right?
yeah, I feel like I'm experiencing it second.
I've played Stooges before. I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
and my brother Steve plays there a lot with his other band, his Poison tribute band, and his other hair band. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, no.
Lots of that at Stooges for sure. Yeah.
So what was your kind of, you think the worst night you had? Was there a night where just everything kept failing and
Ooh.
microphones kept going out and guitars kept going, just, you must have had one of those nights.
Yeah, we've had a few. There was one we played a food truck festival in Mooresville, like right on Main Street. They had a
Oh,
nice
that's
stage set up for us. It was a beautiful summer night. But I was having issues with my knee. It was around this time last year where I've dislocated my kneecap multiple times
oh.
and it doesn't track right sometimes. So I'm like trying to perform on a bad knee. And then we had this issue where our power kept going out. Like we would get through a few songs and then it would just shut down and we'd expand. We'd like diversify what outlets we're pulling from. And it just kept going out. And it was really sad because we couldn't really give a proper show. One,
Right.
because of my knee, but two, because I mean, we just kept getting shut
Dude, that's
down.
happened to us so many times at Blue Monday when they say, yeah, we got enough power for y'all. 2 songs in, boom, goes out.
Yeah, it's like I don't think you understand how much
we're like
power
losing
we
our minds
require.
going, you said you had it. You told
Yeah.
us you had it.
Yeah.
You lied.
Yeah, people underestimate how much the PA specifically takes.
It is a lot, yeah.
I can't imagine you not be able to jump around and dance, and you and Kylie do the kicks and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
you'd be totally limited.
I push through it, honestly, when I maybe shouldn't. But yeah.
Hey, that's a true performer right there.
It's a competitor, yeah.
You go through the pain.
It's part of the job.
Right.
So my last question is, what do you do to save your voice? I mean, on the night of the weeks that you've got 2 or 3 shows a week, what are some of the techniques you do other than what Henry was talking about? Don't smoke, don't drink, get a lot of sleep.
Yes, for sure. Those are the main things. Also just watching like what you're eating, especially before and after shows. You don't want to have like anything greasy, or fatty really in your chords themselves. But as far as like healing after, and preparing for before, it's just vocal rest mostly. Like some days I won't even talk. I have this little app on my phone where it's like text to speech, and it's so annoying for anyone I'm having a conversation with, but it really does help to just not talk, especially when I was in college and doing 2 or 3 shows on the weekend. And then I also was like, I had multiple classes that were uh, classical performances and workshops and things like that. I was just not talking for a long period.
Dude, you have to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough, man. It's like I tell everybody, your vocal cords are not guitar strings. You can't replace them.
Well,
Well, we
lots
won't
of
make you-
throat
I wish we
coat.
could, because I'll be replacing my vocal cords with like the most expensive guitar.
We won't,
Like,
well,
here you
Savannah,
go.
we won't make you belt out tonight, so you can save
That's
your
right.
voice for the weekend.
Oh, good.
All right, so let's get to what we're getting ready to talk about, man. This is one of my favorite groups, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about them. And Savannah, if you want to pitch in and say some things that you know that I don't know about, please do. So, Halestorm is from Red Lion, Pennsylvania, which I didn't even know that. The band members that are currently now are guitarist vocalist Lzzy Hale, her brother Arejay Hale on drums, Joe Hottinger on guitar, and bassist Josh Smith. That's the current lineup right now. Lzzy and Arejay founded the band back in 1997. I mean, that's, good gosh, long time ago. So their lead single in the album that we're about to review, Love Bites, which was their second album from called Strange Kiss Of, won a Grammy Award for the best hard rock metal song. That is like really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
To even get a nominated on a Grammy is hard enough. So that's amazing. Now, their 4th album, Vicious, debuted at number 8. That's pretty cool. And their the album that we're going to review, they peaked at number 5. So, I mean, this is stuff I didn't even know. I didn't realize how popular they really were. I just thought they were more like, you know, just kind of like a Dawkins type of band, but they're not. They're actually legit, like ridiculously popular. You know, and Halestorm is known for their constant touring. You say you do 70, 80 shows a year, right? That's what you've been doing. They do 250 shows a year.
That's crazy. That
To
is
me, that's
crazy.
heaven. I would love to do that many shows.
I'd love to have that energy and that vocal strength. Wow.
Would you really love it though?
So what?
Would you really love 250 a year?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm tell you, when I tell people I could do it 7 nights a week and give you the same energy, I really mean it, because I actually love performing. So 250 shows a year, that's amazing. I mean, you still get 115 days off.
Right.
I mean, if you look at it like that. So, see, Lzzy and Arejay, they've been actively writing and performing original music in 1997 when they were just 10 and 13 years old. They've been together that long. Now, can you imagine the fights?
True. Oh my gosh.
Imagine the fights. And see, so Lzzy played piano at the age of 5 and then got on the guitar. And then she took guitar lessons at the age of 16. In the early years, and check this out, I didn't know this. Their early years, they were known as a Christian rock band.
I didn't know that.
Right. So they were performing, you know, and helping teens against, you know, like early sex, drugs, and things like that. So they were doing stuff like that for teens. So they were known as a Christian rock band. I didn't know that. Because if you listen to some of her lyrics, they ain't Christian at all.
Yeah. I was a little bit surprised when you said that.
I'm telling you, when I read that today, I was like, whoa, really? I'm like, what a big change. So do you have anything else that you know about them, Savannah, that you would like to add?
Yeah, I would say their genre is probably hard rock. I know they won the Grammy for hard rock metal performance. I think so. You kind of already mentioned that. And just about the Strange Case of, which is the album we're going to be talking about. It was released in 2012, I think. And yeah.
So Thomas, you got anything else you want to add on to that?
Yeah, just that they are from Red Lion, Pennsylvania. I thought that was kind of interesting. Obviously, they're brothers. Their other brother was in the band for a while, which I thought was kind of interesting. His name was Arejay Hale. So I'm not sure why he left, but
so what did he play in the band when he was in?
He played bass.
Oh wow!
So and they've been touring since 1997, which to me is just
yeah.
I
mean, they've really been going since high school.
Yeah,
that's a dream. I'm telling you. People think I'm crazy, but I love it. I think that's fantastic.
25 years from now, unknown artists doing 200 shows a year.
Woo!
And Henry be rather, I'm catching up. Don't worry.
Like, can I play?
I'm gonna bang my head just a little bit more. Don't worry.
So what was it about Halestorm that you loved, and what was it about this album that you loved?
Yeah.
So I guess let me share how I got into Halestorm, because it's actually a little bit of a funny story. So we all know Josh Fadok. He's the drummer for Unknown Artist. Me and him have like a 10-year friendship, really. So I knew him well before Unknown Artist, and when we needed a new drummer, I was like, I know who we're gonna bring in. But so he knows me really well. He knows my music taste really well. And for a while, I think this was like senior year of high school or maybe freshman year of college for us. He was like, Savannah, you should check out Halestorm. I think you'd really like them, and you'd really love Lzzy Hale. And I was like, okay, I will. And then I just kept forgetting about it. And I think it was like a year that he was like, Savannah, have you listened to Halestorm? You're gonna like them, I promise. Yes. And I was like, I'm so sorry. But then I listened and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. Like, yeah, I always apologize to Josh. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't listen to you sooner. I fell in love with them like the minute I heard him, and he knew it. He knew I would. So that's how I got into them.
You guys do a Halestorm song, right? That they remade Lady Gaga, right?
We do. Yeah, we do their cover of Bad Romance.
You guys do the dickens out of that song, man.
That's a fun one.
You guys played with it, Apps and Taps. And y'all started that song. I was backstage and I was like, what is that? I was like, oh my gosh, that is great. I was like, yes.
That's a great one. We also used
Love
to
it.
play I Miss the Misery, actually.
Did you really?
We played it a few times. And I think we did it for the first time at like Apps and Taps, maybe. I don't know. I have a memory of playing I Miss the Misery at Apps and Taps.
Dude, if I come out, you guys gotta play that freaking song.
All right.
Please.
If Henry shows
If I ever
up,
give
we
a
will
night
pull
off,
it out of our ass.
But you know what's funny is one of these times
from either band.
What's funny is one of these times you
freaking
guys are
go
going to
out
be
there
playing
to
it, and Henry is not going to be able to resist. He's going to jump up on stage. He's going to grab a bass.
Dude, listen, I'll just air guitar. I don't care.
Yeah, get him up there. Get him up there.
I'll just air guitar. I don't give a crap because I love that. That song is nuts, but I love it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay,
Sorry, go ahead.
So you say that was an inspiration from your drummer. So what else about her?
Yeah, well, her vocal performance is just nuts. It is just borderline nuts. And she also is just a killer guitarist as well. Like not just rhythm, but lead.
Yes.
And so I don't know. I love seeing just a powerful woman. I love it.
I'm telling you, when I first saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, that's my woman right there, boy. Playing a white freaking Explorer at that, because I got a white Explorer now because my wife.
I told Henry, I said, this view of her behind me here, I was like, does she look like the woman you want to be with forever? Or does she look like that woman who's kind of trouble? You know what I mean?
Dude, I'll tell you that. Yeah, so that's cool.
And why this album? What was it about this album that you love?
This is the first one that I got into. And I feel like it's just so diverse in sound. Like there's these big anthemic, powerful guitar songs, with an aggressive vocal from Lzzy, and then they reel it in and they do these tender, sweet ballads in the middle of the album, and it's so beautiful that she can do both and they can pull off both. And I don't know, it's very diverse, which is one of the main reasons I love it. And it's also just like my first love from them. So,
Henry and I are working on a couple original songs right now. And it's so hard. It's so hard to do. And I listen to an album like this, I'm like, these guys are such good songwriters. Incredible.
Hey, I forgot to ask you about that, Savannah. You are in another band. Is it a Christian band, or you just writing a couple of songs that are like that?
Yeah, it's fully a Christian rock band. It's called Walk of Freedom. And Walk of Freedom is really an artist called Dave Holstein. Sorry. So he writes all of like the lyrics, the progressions, the melodies, and then he hires us as individual bandmates to write our parts. So I play bass and sing backup. So those are the things that I write. And I've also written a few keys parts on our debut album called Revive, and some guitar as well.
Nice. Yeah, I heard it when you guys put it out. I thought it was great. It was really good.
Yeah, we're just starting to play live. We've had, I think, 2 shows, and we have our 3rd one coming up next weekend, actually.
How do we find out if we want to go check that band out? How do we find out your lineup?
So we're on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll post most of our or all of our events there. It is Walk of Freedom Music.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to go check it out.
Cool. Yeah. So are you guys ready to start reviewing this amazing, crazy album? You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So Savannah, you are a guest, and ladies first. Which song first do you want to pick to review out of this album?
Ooh, okay. I feel like Mrs. Hyde is a good first one. It's one of the first ones on the album. So yeah, let's do that one first.
Yeah, that one's nuts.
Henry, why are you laughing at her choice?
Because if you listen to these lyrics, it's just I'm telling you, man. It's just like, I know a lot of people that are kind of like these lyrics. It's kind of
the song "I Miss the Misery." I'm sure we'll do that one tonight.
Oh yes.
I'm so confused by that song. How she can sing that and then have the romantic song mid-album. I'm trying to understand.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
We need to get into that. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is so badass. Everyone's already laughing.
I love it. I love it.
Welcome to the nightmare in my head. That right there would be like, okie dokie.
So is this like your alter ego, Savannah Mae? Is this your alter ego?
Yes,
Because you're like
I
this
love
sweet
this
girl.
song.
You're like the sweet girl, and then the one she's like the alter ego.
So do we need to
Yes.
tell your boyfriend good luck?
Okay,
Good
word
luck, guy,
for
good
word,
luck.
this is not me, right? But I don't think it's
No.
really Lizzy either. I was watching some interviews of Halestorm recently, but also just in general. I like watching her talk about this album and about her other songs. And she was saying how her bandmates almost referred to her and like nicknamed her Mrs. Hyde for a while, because she would have this like shy persona, very quiet, like sweet side on the daily, and then just get up in front of these big audiences and rock out and be just like this big, powerful, badass woman, you know? So I think like it really speaks to that switch of like, yeah, she is Mrs. Hyde on stage and she has like this rocker energy. But yeah, and then I think switching over on the daily is definitely relatable to me as well. Everyone says that. They're like, you're two different people. There's Savannah on the daily, very introverted, shy, quiet book lover. I have a cat. And then I get up
I have
on
a cat.
stage and it's like a big personality, you know. I try to put on a you know, a rock type performance, and it's really like theatrical to me. That's one of the things I love about it.
That's great.
So which one is you? Like, which side of you, or you both?
I'm definitely both. Again, I'm Mrs. Hyde on stage. I'm this like, you know, I try to be a powerful presence, and then I've got that quiet side off stage. So
Have you ever thought about the girls in the crowd who are gonna one day want to be just like Savannah Mae?
oh, I love when they come up to me. That's so special. Yeah.
That's a great feeling. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's
I love it. I love it.
I can be the bitch, I can play the whore, or your fairy tale princess who could ask for more. A touch of wicked, a pinch of risque, good girl gone bad, my poison is your remedy. Better be scared, better be afraid, now that the beast is out of her cage. And I know you wanna risk it to know you. I'm so addicted, boy, you better run for your life. Welcome to the nightmare in my head. Say hello to something scary, the monster in your bed. Just give in and you won't be sorry. Welcome to my evil side. Hello, it's Mrs. Hyde.
You guys should sing this song.
Really, man.
I'm a spider crawling down your spine, underneath your skin. I'll gently violate your mind before I tuck you in. Put on the blindfold, there's no way to be sure which girl you'll get tonight. It's me, Lizzy, I swear. Welcome to the nightmare in my head. Say hello to something scary, the monster in your bed. Just give in and you won't be sorry. The nightmare in my head. Say hello to something scary, the monster in your bed. Just give in and you won't be sorry. Welcome to my evil side. Hello, it's Mrs. Hyde.
Man, her brother is a ridiculously fantastic drummer. Good
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my gosh. I
Mhm.
mean, come on.
Yeah,
You
he's one
kidding
of
me?
Josh's favorites. I mean, he loves Hailstorm, and that's one of the reasons. So, I mean, rightfully so. He's a beast.
I mean, the vocals of the melody in that song, how she changes and everything, the melody of her singing in that song is ridiculous, man. It's almost like unreal.
Hmm
It's
Yeah.
almost unreal.
You know, I was thinking 200 shows a year, and she has that much grit in her voice. How does she do that?
Well, it's a gift
so
from
hard on
God,
her
number
voice.
one, and you know she's got to be taking care of herself, man. You know it's not.
Yes.
It's got to be. I bet her management and the record labels are probably saying, "Girl, you ain't gonna be partying around here if you're gonna do that many shows because you can't lose it."
Yes, and really, if you're gonna sing with grit that much that frequently, you have to be doing something healthy while you're singing to maintain it. So she definitely is approaching it in a healthy, unstrenuous way with the
Yeah.
grit. Yeah.
She's definitely. I mean, it sounds like she's straining, but I guarantee you, she's probably not.
No, yeah, she's not.
She knows. I mean, kind of like Christina Aguilera. That woman, she is a voice. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And she just knows how to sing, so you never hear her sing bad. So, but Lzzy Hale, shoot, man, woo.
Yeah,
You know,
there's always a healthy way to execute an aggressive vocal. I know even like metal screamers, like like a really heavy screaming vocal, that can be done very healthily too, even though it sounds the furthest from it. So again, she just has to be doing something really, really right.
when you did I Miss the Misery, did you do that much grit, or did you back off a little bit?
I think that's one of the songs in the album that doesn't have as much grit. There's definitely grit in there. But I kind of chose it for that reason. Just because I am a little bit more of a cleaner singer. But I do apply it. I do apply grit when I need it. I just don't like the endurance of it. It's a little bit scary to me. So yeah, I do for that song, and definitely a few others in our set, multiple others, but
Nice.
That's cool.
It's nice.
Well, Henry, you got to pick number 2.
Dude, I gotta pick the song that you're gonna play when I come out. So I Miss the Misery. You
Absolutely.
you gotta play it. I'm telling you.
Oh, here we go.
When I get a night off, I'm gonna come see y'all play. Y'all gotta play it.
Actually, if you guys do play it, you got to text Henry and me because we're coming.
All
Yes.
right.
I've been a mess since you stayed. I've been a wreck since you changed. Don't let me get in your way. I miss the lies and the pain, the fights that keep us awake. Hey, hey, I'm telling you, I miss the bad things, the way you hate me. I miss the scream and the way that you blame me. Miss the phone call when it's your fault. I miss the late nights, don't miss you at all. I like that kick in the face. I love the way that I've tried, but I just can't take it.
What do you think of this one, Henry?
Dude, that one I like the kick in the face.
That line always gets me.
Love it.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
gonna tell you, when I was younger, which wasn't that very long ago, but when I was younger, I was in a relationship and it was just like this song. Like I just literally, for some reason, this girl had me infatuated with her, and she was.
She wasn't that good to you.
No, she was horrible. But I just couldn't get enough. I couldn't get away from her, like to save my life. And it's just when I was away from her, I was miserable. When I was with her, I was miserable, but happy, miserable. And it seemed like I enjoyed getting treated bad.
Oh
and,
my
and
goodness.
when this song came out, I was like, dude, she must have known me back then because, it was crazy. Thank God I'm not with that human being.
Well, Savannah Mae,
So
Henry and I are both a lot older than you are, and we're waiting for your breakdown of this song. What in the heck is she trying to say? And why?
Yeah.
Is she being sarcastic or?
Yeah, I don't think that she actually likes a kick in the face. I hope not. But I think it speaks to how passionate relationships can be in either direction,
like
right?
a love hate,
Yeah.
but that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, totally. I think this one's for the drama lovers. The drama lovers. Could not be me, but
But don't you think a lot of women, when they're young, they like the bad boy, they like the guy who's on the Harley, they like the guy who treats them like crap, and then eventually they mature, and as they get into like their 30s, they like the nice guy. But early on, this is what they like.
yeah, that is true. I never went through that phase, but I knew a lot of people in high school that did want to date the bad boy. And yeah, get treated like
I
that.
mean,
and-
I saw that too, but I was one for the other
You
side.
dated that
I
bad
like
girl.
getting treated like a bad girl. She was, dude. When I tell you, have you ever seen that movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? You remember when, I don't know if you ever seen it or not, but Matthew McConaughey was telling Kate Hudson, you have more personalities that'll keep me busy all week long. Believe me when I tell you that.
More personality.
Oh my
And
gosh.
that girl was just like, I was like, oh my gosh, man. I'm going to tell you, yeah.
This sounds
This
like
song,
she wasn't kicking you in the face. She was kicking you somewhere else.
Dude, she was kicking me everywhere.
Any other thoughts on this song, Savannah? Why she's
Yeah.
singing? Because I kind of feel like it's a little sarcastic.
I agree. I don't think a lot of songs on this album are very serious. I think everything's a little bit like making fun of something or poking fun at in this case like a bad relationship. But I do think it's actually one of the more catchy songs on the record. Especially the right, those opening ad libs. So that's notable, I think.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I'd rather fight than just fake it. You know that I've had enough. I dare you to call my
Waiting
bluff.
for the kick me in the
Can't
face.
see too much of a good thing. I'm telling you, I miss the bad things, the way you hate me. I miss the scream and the way that you blame me. Miss the phone call when it's your fault. I miss the late nights, don't miss you at all. I like that kick in the face. Everything's you to me. I love the way that it hurts.
When do you understand?
You are Mr. Misery. Just know that I'll make you hurt. I miss the lies and the pain, what you did to me. When you tell me you'll make it work, I'd rather fight all night than watch the TV. I hate that feeling inside. You tell me how hard you'll try, but when we're at our worst, I miss the misery. Miss the bad things, the way you hate me. I miss the screaming, the way that you blame me.
This is a little PG-13 right here.
I miss the rough sex, leaves me a mess. I miss the feeling of pain's in my chest. Miss the phone call when it's your fault. I miss the late nights, don't miss you at all. I like that kick in the face. Everything's you do to me. I love the way that it hurts. I'll miss you, I miss the misery. I'll miss you, I miss the misery.
This is insane.
Can you get that? Can you hit that, Savannah?
Not with that much grit. But yeah, it's definitely a really, really fun one to sing. Yeah.
Okay, you got to put it back in the show. You have to.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. We'll slide it in there for you guys. You got to
Very
give us
cool.
a notice though, because
I
it's been a
will.
few years.
And also, you can say a special guest for just this song, Henry.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just want to get up.
He's
look,
going to get
I-
kicked in the
look,
face.
I just want to get there and just let me mosh on the stage. I did that. Me and my brother when Euphonic opened up for us at Boatyard.
Mhm.
They're a fantastic band,
Yeah, they're
and
good.
I said, "Can you guys please play Beautiful People?" Because that's one of my favorite. Actually, my only favorite song by Marilyn Manson. And said, "Okay, we'll play it," because they play it freaking phenomenal. So as soon as they started playing, I run up on stage. I got my mask on and I'm moshing on the stage when they're singing that song. I was like, I love this song. This is
Oh
so
my
great.
gosh.
And they were laughing. They were good sports.
So you
about
got
it.
up there with them?
Yeah. Me and my brother.
You know what I love about them is there's not very many bands around here that play grunge, and they play a lot
Yeah.
of grunge.
Oh, they're a
Alice
great
in
band.
Chains, and
Mhm.
yeah, I love it.
Yeah, they're
All right,
great.
Thomas, what is your next pick?
Man, I got to go Freak Like Me.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
I love the special effects that you have. When I think of these guys, I think of this lead-in.
I'm on the train that's pulling the sick and twisted, making the most of the ride before we get arrested. We're all wasted and we're not going home tonight. Covered in black, we're like a social graces. Just like an animal, we crawl out of our cages. They can't tame us, so if you're one of us, get on the bus. If you're a freak like me, wave your flag. If you're a freak like me, get off your ass. It's our time now, so let it all hang out. So shout if you're a freak like me. You were born to burn. This ain't no disease. You don't need a cure. It's our time now to come out. If you're a freak like me, if you're a freak like me.
Man,
Oh, love it.
I got to say this. They got some amazing guitar sounds. too.
Yes, yes.
Good
When I think of
God.
this album, I think of massive guitars. I
Yes.
mean, the mixing engineer, the mastering engineer. I mean, the whole album is just a wall of sound, but specifically the guitars are just, yeah, I agree. Huge.
Do you know how often she actually leads? Is it in most songs?
I don't want to say most, but I think quite often. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this song. I mean, it's just like you said. You know, I think she probably had fun with these lyrics and just said, you know what, I'm just gonna put some stuff out there and see what kind of reaction I'm gonna get because, yeah, her lyrics are ridiculous. They're
Yes,
very
for
out
sure.
there.
They're big. They're big statements for sure.
Yes, they are.
You know,
I think-
Savannah just said something I hadn't thought of. She said they're like a wall of sound, and it's really true.
They really
Yeah,
are.
super,
Yeah.
super big.
I'm gonna tell you when Matt, my wife and I went to go celebrate Matt's birthday. Oh my God, it's quite a few years ago. And we went cheap riding a plane. I don't know why I listen to everybody. So we went cheap riding on Spirit. I think it was Spirit or Frontiers Airline. And Halestorm was performing for free at Fremont Street. So I was like, oh, great. This is going to be cool. We're going to get there. I get to watch them. I was excited. They freaking lost our luggage. So I never got the chance to watch Halestorm.
Are you
They-
serious?
Oh,
Yeah, because they lost my luggage. I had to go get it. I had no clothes because the plans that night were to go to this club called Omnia, which is at Caesars. And I mean, it was a good drive from, you know, because you're in old Vegas driving to the main strip in Vegas. So I mean, it takes a minute, and we had to get there by a certain time because we had free tickets to get in and everything else. So I literally missed everything because of my luggage being sent to me late because they lost my luggage, and I missed Halestorm.
no.
I
That
was-
was such a tragedy.
I wanted to cry. I was
And
like,
a free
oh my
show.
God. Free show. Because you know, Fremont
my
Street
goodness.
in Fremont Street they put bands. Have you been to Vegas? You ever been to Vegas, Savannah?
No.
Okay.
Again, I haven't had my party phase yet. So
Well, I mean, you don't really have to.
You don't really need a
but
party.
you
There's
can.
so
Yeah.
much to do in Vegas.
I mean, there's so much
It's
to do
awesome.
in Vegas, like so many shows.
yeah,
so
I'd love to
places
see the
go.
entertainment there
So,
for
but
sure.
Fremont
went-
Street,
My
they
brother and I
have-
went last year, and we went to see the Scorpions in Vegas, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah. So like
So-
like Fremont Street, they got these stages like on both ends, and then one main stage where the bigger bands play, and it's a free show. So first come, first serve, whoever gets there, you get to watch it, and it's free. And
Nice.
she was playing that night, and I missed it. I wanted to lose my lid on them. I was like, I cannot believe I lost. I've lost my chance.
Wow. I hope you get to see him again. I know
I
they
know.
just came to Charlotte
I know they did.
at PNC. I don't know what I was
Yes.
doing that night, but I remember I couldn't go. And they're definitely on a bucket list band. I wish I could say I saw them
Isn't
live.
she on
But
tour with Evanescence right now?
yeah, I think that's who just came through Charlotte. Yeah.
Ugh, God,
Did you see who's coming to Bank of America Stadium in May?
Who's that?
Metallica.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
big show?
And they found out who's opening up for them.
Pantera.
Pantera and Limp Bizkit.
Okay.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
it's gonna be good.
that's gonna be great.
We're underground, but we will not surrender. We're gonna give them something to remember. Yeah, so write your name in gasoline and set that shit on fire. If you're a freak like me, wave your
That's why it says
flag.
parental advisory.
Like me, get off your ass. It's
Right here.
time
Parental
now
advisory.
to let it all hang out. So shine if you're a freak like me. Don't apologize. They can't hold you down. You were born to rise. It's our time now to come out. If you're a freak like me, if you're a freak like me, are you a freak like me?
This next part is insane.
God.
Yes.
she's like Chester from Linkin Park, like cranked up 100.
Yeah,
That one moment, Savannah, you're gonna have to work up to that one.
yes. Oh my gosh. I just have no idea. She's insane. She's insane. I mean, she has to be working with like a metal vocal coach, right? Or like someone that is also a screamer, because that's just so much grit to like for
It's
just
kind of
anyone
like-
to be able to do.
It's kind of guttural. You know,
Yes,
it's almost like-
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
one of
love
my highlights of the album. Like as far as vocal highlights for Lzzy Hale on this album, that is just insane to me.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what, you want to pick one more?
Yeah. We got two more
Savannah?
songs, and Savannah's got this one.
Okay, me. Okay. Let's see. I guess we'll kind of do one of the ballads. I think maybe we should at least pick one of those.
Okay.
It's a pretty diverse album, contrasting album, like I was saying before. So the ballads are I'm Beautiful in Your Room, Break In, and Here's to Us. I think maybe Break In would
Okay.
be a cool one.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's check it out. We'll
Yep.
give them a good contrast.
Yeah, it's just piano and strings.
Piano for a lot of years.
Put your lighter in the air and lead me back home. Whoa. When it's all said and done, I'll follow the echoes. I hear you night after night calling out my name. And I find myself running to meet you.
What beautiful melody, man.
I didn't wanna escape from the bricks that I laid down.
Your voice is incredible.
You are the only one that saves me, trusts me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me. And in the dark you show me, yeah, it's perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless.
Wow, beautiful melody.
So
Beautiful, beautiful.
breaking. Yeah, so beautiful.
Great pick.
To think she can do Wallow Sound and the grit, and then she can do this. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's kind of why I picked it, because she sings with such a pure, beautiful tone. And especially in the verses, it's just so innocent sounding. And then she's like, I'm not so innocent, in her other, rock
Yeah.
songs. So
Beautiful melody, man. That's a really nice melody.
Yeah.
That piano on there. It's
nice vibrato on the vocal lines there. Yeah, super beautiful.
really nice.
So breaking, breaking. You let me fall apart without letting go. Then you pick up the pieces and you make me whole. I didn't wanna escape from the bricks that I laid down. You are the only one that saves me, trusts me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me. And in the dark you show me, yeah, it's perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless. So break in and take everything I have till there is nothing left, until it's just your voice in my head. And when the lights come on, you see me as I am. You're still inside me. You are the only one that saves me, trusts me and believes me.
You know, in this song, even it starts slow, but she's even starting to get up in those registers now.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what, this song reminds me of a band called Warrant. They had a song called oh my God, what was that song? I think it was called I Saw Red.
Mhm.
There's that
Yep.
big slow hit that they had. Kind of reminds me of that. I mean, Janie Lane was an amazing singer. If you haven't heard of Warrant, go listen to them. Janie Lane was an amazing singer.
Rob and I
Ridiculous
went to
singer.
see them up in Cherokee about 10 years ago. They were great.
Does that be like after he died or before he died?
I don't recall.
Okay.
It was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, Janie Lane was the man for a long time. I mean, and
They were great.
that's what this song reminds me a little bit of. I think it was I Saw Red. I forget, or it might be the other slow song they had, but it was a lot of piano, but the melody is kind of like that. It's really good.
I gotcha. Similarly, I think like Evanescence. Amy
Yep.
Lee is one of the vocalists that can do like Bring Me to Life, Going Under, like these big songs. And then
Hey,
she has
did
My
you guys do
Immortal.
Going Under?
It's on our list. It's on our list to add.
Oh,
Yes.
I love
Yes. And My
Because-
Immortal actually too. We want to add that one, which is
But I told you
Yes.
when I heard you sing Back to Life, that's when I became a fan.
yeah, so we'll have to add some more, and we will. It's on our list. We have a long master list of like all of the approved songs that we're eventually gonna add.
Nice.
All right, Henry, what do you got for us?
Well, let's do the Grammy Award-winning song, which when I first heard it, I was blown away just out of the get-go. This thing comes out like a rocket. So let's hear Love Bites.
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds like a real heavy metal song.
Yeah.
Don't listen what
the
your
bass drum
girlfriend
to it.
says. She reads those magazines that say you failed the test. You don't have what she needs. I'll slither like a viper and get you by the neck. I know 1,000 ways to help you forget about her. That bitch can't eat her heart out. Love bites, but so do I. So do I. Love bites, but so do I. So do I. Love bites. My lips are pale and vicious. You're foaming at the mouth. You suffered in the darkness. I'll suck the pain right out. So come and taste the reason I'm nothing like the rest. I'll kiss you in a way you'll never forget about me. That chick can't eat her heart out. Love bites, but so do I. So do I. Love bites, but so do I. So do I. So do
Yes. Let me tell you, Love Bites, but so does this song. This just
Yes, dude.
goes so hard.
Come out like a rocket.
It literally
Yes.
rips your face off. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I first heard it, it's like, yes, yes.
When I first saw the song on the album, I was like, "Is this a little bit like Def Leppard Love Bites, which is
Yes,
a
definitely
love
not no
ballad?"
Def
And then I heard it, I was
Leppard.
like, "No, this is
No.
all the way."
That
No
thing
ballad
kicks-
here. Yeah.
That song definitely kicks you in the face.
Yes. Yeah. This is the kick in the face that she
Yes,
wanted, and I
this
miss
is
the
like-
misery. Yeah.
Now, see, this
That's
is
right.
the kick that I did want.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
funny.
goodness. This is also one of my favorite song endings on the album for whenever we listen to the ending.
Yep. And these songs are pretty short.
Super
So I think
punchy.
we're going to go to one bonus 6th song. So start thinking about what you want the 6th song to be.
Okay,
And
so
we'll
so
close it up.
Savannah, you'll take that one.
Yep.
All
So
right.
now let's do this last 6th song. Here we go. Let's finish this out.
Takes you down and chews you up and spits you out. It messes with your sanity by twisting all your thoughts around.
They say it's blind, they say it waits, but every time it seals your fate. Now it's got you by the balls, it won't let go until you fall. I was turning up, got up, I said, hey love, I've had enough. I found pleasure without pain, my soul, you'll never die. Love bites, but so do I.
That's just unbelievable.
That is Ron Howard at a young age right there, boy.
Henry, imagine that in concert. Listen to that in concert.
Yeah.
No wonder it won a Grammy. Heck, I would have given it to him like, yeah, get away. This one wins.
Yeah, I can see why it was in the hard rock and metal performance category. Yeah.
I want to go back to one point though, Savannah, is to do 200 shows a year, you have to do 4 a week. So think
No,
about
you
how
gotta
much
remember
you have.
they do 250.
Okay, so they do 5 a week. So like, how in the world do you do that and do that performance? How's that possible?
Yeah, I assume she's working with great vocal coaches. Again, like she has to be, the grit has to be coming from a healthy place. So anytime you have grit, it's or any like lack of phonation is what we call it. Your vocal cords are coming together, but they're not phonating. They're not rubbing together. So I mean, sometimes it can be unhealthy because your vocal cords are just slamming together over and over without producing pitch. But I honestly, that is one mystery to me. It's probably my biggest area of challenge is just that heavy grit. It's really like a metal vocal performance. Yeah, I don't know. I wish we could ask her, but
I mean,
that's what I know.
She's probably doing one show on, one show off, one show on, one show off, kind of like that. So I mean, if you are averaging it out 5 shows a week, that's probably how it is, right?
And then just doesn't talk to anybody the next day, right?
Yeah, probably
I mean,
lots of throat coat, vocal tea, vocal serum.
Yeah, because I remember when I was playing in Peralta back in the day, it was me and my brothers. We went to like a Latin version of us because we were hard rock. And when I tell people this, I think I told your dad this. There were times that we would do 3 and 4 festivals in one day, and this is no joke, but the way we did it, we were like an hour away from each one. So we start in the morning and go down the highway to do them. But man, I mean, at one time I was literally, this is back before we had phones could text. I was writing everything down, no talking, drinking the tea, just water. I mean, it was a very straightforward, blinders, taking care of myself.
Yeah.
And it got to be, because we were doing that a lot. And I was the lead singer of the band. And I'm gonna tell you, man, it almost mentally messes with you when you are a singer, because like I tell everybody, you're the lead singer of the group. You're the number one guy everybody looks at. You're the number one guy everybody looks at. If you sound great and the band is terrible, it doesn't matter. Then the band is gonna be great. But if you sound terrible and the band is great, the whole band sucks. Just like in football, who do they blame when the team loses? It's always the quarterback, right? He sucks. So you're the quarterback of the team, and for her to be the quarterback of this team, holy cow, dude.
Yeah, they got a good team.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of responsibility on the vocalist.
She's got to have an amazing support
She's
system,
amazing.
along with God's grace and gift of her vocals. But that is a lot. And I'm sure it does kind of get to her a little bit, because you're like, dang, man, this is a lot.
Yeah, I know for me.
But who's a really good rookie quarterback?
Who?
Savannah Mae.
That's right.
Rookie quarterback.
Take over, girl. Take over.
I know for me, usually post shows, like say we have even 2 show weekends now that I'm approaching mid-20s, are like getting to me, not in the way that I can't do them, but definitely on Sundays or like my first rest day. A lot of times I don't feel vocally fatigued as much as I do just my body is sore and achy. Like you're using muscles you didn't think that you even had, and you're doing all these weird movements, and it's just
what, Savannah? Imagine when you're 40, how you're gonna feel.
I know, right? Good luck to me. I don't know. I have so many back and knee problems in my 20s that
oh my gosh,
I'm worried. I'm worried. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When I had Henry and Liz on for the first podcast, my first question to him was, how do you do the head thing? I mean, he's all show, he's doing his head. And I'm like, how do you not hurt your neck?
It doesn't.
And he's got a technique.
Yeah, my ex-wife was a professional dancer. Like, she was a teacher. And I like, you know, when I got out of the Latin stuff, I wasn't doing all this dancing stuff. I was going back to rock. So I was going back to the way I was beforehand and moving around, banging my head, you know, and like you're saying, as I got older, I was like, damn, is there any way that I can bang my head without it hurting? And she goes, yeah, use body isolation. She goes, just move the top part of your body, kind of keep your neck not too stiff because you don't want to do that, but keep it kind of straight, but let your hair do the movement, but move your shoulders and your upper body with it. Use your abs, and it'll give the illusion that you're banging your head out of your mind, but you're not. You're really saving yourself. So I learned how to do it. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's why I can do it all night. But now there are times where I do forget and I start banging my head. I'm like, oh, that hurt. I'm like, oh God. I gotta
Yeah,
go back
head
and
banging
say
is
it.
not in the neck. If you
No.
if you don't want to be sore the next day, at least.
Right. So
Yeah.
so I learned it, but it took me a while to learn it like that. You know, it's yeah. And so that's how I
Yeah.
learned. So that's why when people ask, did you hurt? No, I really honestly I
But
don't
you
hurt.
developed a technique essentially.
Yeah, and plus I work out. I do a lot of shoulders. I do, you know, I work out a lot. So
Savannah, you're going to come up with all kinds of techniques over the years to preserve your performance.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, I
she's got a
hope
vocal
so.
technique right now. What are you talking about? Her voice is
Physical
ridiculous.
techniques I do need help with, though. I will say, my question for you is, how do you not get dizzy? Because we will do windmills on Enter Sandman, like
Mhm.
for however many, it's
You-
probably like 15 seconds,
You know
but
how the skaters
dizzy after it.
You know how the skaters focus on one thing when they're doing their little spins and they don't get dizzy?
Yeah, or like spotting when you're
Right,
dancing.
you spot. So that's what I do. Like constantly, I'm telling you, even though my head is banging, my hair's everywhere, I have my eyes open and I am aware of what's around me.
Yeah.
I'm constantly aware. I'm constantly watching everything that's going on. You don't see it because I've been doing it for freaking like 1,000 years. But it's just I'm always aware of my surroundings, especially when the lead singer, because you know I don't want to knock somebody out.
Right, right.
So I try to,
We appreciate that.
right. So, you know, because I mean, my job, honestly, in Blue Monday is to make the lead singer better. That's my job. I get it, even though I was a front person for many decades, but that is my job. She's a front person. She needs to look the best that she can, and that's what I'm there for. And so everything I do has a meaning. But yeah, so I spot when I'm doing my little windmills, whatever. I spot look at a certain point, and then when I come out of it, it doesn't look like everything is coming back. It's just it's all good.
Right. Okay.
That's what
I'll
you
have to
gotta
try
do.
that.
Yeah.
I tried that like in turns for dance, right? Like you look at the wall, but I never thought about it doing like on the floor for windmills. That's
Right.
cool.
Yeah, because that was you saw that. Because I'm gonna tell you, I mean, when I first started, I used to get really dizzy, but then I got the hang of it. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will tell you one cool thing, Savannah. You
Mhm.
and Henry have an album you both like a lot.
Oh, what's that?
Journey Escape.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
absolutely, yeah.
Classic. Classic.
That's one of his all-time
Steve Perry is
favorites.
my idol.
He loves Steve Perry.
Yes, yes. I
That's
love
my-
Arnell, really. I have such respect for him too.
Oh yeah. Did you hear what's going on? That he posted something saying, if you want me to quit, say quit. If you want me to stay, say stay.
I did see that,
Dude,
and
man.
I didn't see why that
He was
Okay,
so
happened.
sad. I can
okay,
tell you
so-
why. Go ahead.
Okay, so you know they played Rock in Rio. That's like a big show, right? And
Right.
that's a show that one day maybe God will allow me to
It's
play.
huge.
Because you play in front of 500,000 people, and my favorite band, Iron Maiden, has done it like 5 times in a row, headlining. So imagine headlining 500,000 people on the day of.
Yeah,
So
that's nuts.
Journey played, and I saw some of the songs. He was a little bit off, like not bad off, but he was a little bit off during the verses. But when he was hitting the high notes, he was great. And I'm sitting and going, I'm like, these people are really gonna come after him for that, because number one, you got to think of it this way: this guy is singing like Steve Perry, night after night after night after night after night, and to sing Steve Perry, as you know, is really difficult. It really
Oh
is.
yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Steve Perry in his day
He's
was the
ridiculous.
man. I mean, and remember back then there was no Pro Tools, there was no lip syncing. Steve Perry did it for real. So
Mhm.
they expect this guy to do it for real, and he's doing it night after night after night. So when you have an off night, come on, I mean, really, it's not that bad. You know, at least you know this dude is singing for real, and they're not lip syncing like a lot of these artists are today.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. And two, like, you don't know what a vocalist is also dealing with because our instruments are our bodies. You know, like you just got to give vocalists some grace sometimes because they could be dealing with a sickness.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's
tell
right.
you what, I lost my voice on an Amos's show that Blue Monday played. Literally by the second song, something didn't feel right. And then my voice went out. Like nothing came out.
Wow.
And
That's
I'm
scary.
like, oh crap. And went to the doctor. He says, dude, it's just many years of what you've been doing. It's just got tired. So you just gotta, like you said, vocal rest and everything else. I mean, and there was one time where I got sick where Matt didn't even believe me. And I was like, dude, I there's nothing coming out of my voice. And then when I tried talking to him, it was just like, and I'm like, I've been sick, dude. It's just you gotta go through the time period. You gotta let it, let it pass. So I can understand singers losing their voice. They can't look. I'm gonna tell you what, I've heard recordings where Steve Perry didn't sound that great, and that's pretty wild. Where he wasn't even the best.
Yeah, and there's a reason too. Like, I mean, Steve Perry left, Steve Augeri, also they wore his voice out touring. So like if you're singing high tenor male lead, it's challenging to maintain, even if you're doing it healthily. Just that's why I had no answer for how Lizzy's doing this and pulling it off, because it really is a lot on your body. And I hope that he keeps at it because everybody gets hate comments.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, that guy he's the closest sounding guy to Steve Perry that I've heard. Like I said, I'm a fanatic. I guess I get critical of people singing Steve Perry because when I do him, which I'm sure you've heard me, I'd really try to sound just like him because that's
and
my
you
idol.
do, you kill it.
I mean,
you really do.
I mean, I've been doing it, and because I love Steve Perry, so I try to give him that ode to him because of
like respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so when I heard Arnell, I was like, wow, he's the closest one. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard the drummer for Journey can really sound like Steve Perry. He is ridiculous. Have you heard him?
Yes. Yeah. I actually saw Journey live last year at Spectrum Center.
Oh my God.
And yeah, he was killing it too. He really was.
He did Mother and Father, which is, even Steve Perry said it's one of the hardest songs he's ever sang. And he does that song live and he blows it out of the water.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Mother.
And I'm like, so
Mother.
to give Arnell this kind of trouble, like, come on, guys. I mean, like I said,
know.
at least know
He'll
this
be
dude
okay.
is singing for real. He's not lip syncing.
He admitted it was not his best performance, but now people are just skewering him. But he'll be okay.
Yeah, I think it's really hard, just hate comments in general and receiving backlash for specific performances because as artists and performers, we're so wired to seek the approval of our audiences. And so when we don't, or we come up short and have a bad night and then receive that feedback, it's really hard to hear, you know?
Yes.
Well, let me just say something.
But
let me just say something. As a fan who's not an artist, you and Henry provide so much joy to this community and to every single fan.
Oh, that means
never forget it. Never
thank
forget
you
it.
so much. That truly is the goal. It really is.
It is. Because I'm going to tell you, I mean, back, like I said, when I was in Peralta and we were trying to get a record deal, the stuff that I heard, even the record labels tell me and people tell me, it made me have tough skin. I mean, I literally had a record guy say, man, you can't sing. And I was like, what?
What?
You can't sing.
Yeah, it almost like shatters your identity in a way.
Did you hear, Savannah, why they didn't get a record deal? Did you see that episode?
No.
He told the whole story about it on the Nirvana episode. You should check it out.
I'll tell you later about it. So back in the day when we were in Peralta, we were, trying to get a record deal. We were, heavy metal. And we did a South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. We did 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
First one didn't, nothing came out of it. We did a second one. That night we had an offer from MCA. Okay. MCA Records wanted to sign us. We were just going out of our minds. Finally, it's here. We're going to get a record deal. And I think it was either 2 weeks or a month later, they got in touch with our management company and said the deal's off the table. We're going to a different genre of music. It's called grunge.
Wow.
They signed Nirvana instead of them.
That was it.
Oh my God.
That was it. Yeah. They said we were going to this. And now if you guys can sound like this, we may look at you again, but we're not this anymore. We're going to this.
Wow.
So in our 3rd episode on this channel, Henry had to admit he has a big love-hate relationship with Nirvana.
No. Oh yeah,
They
because
took
you
this
guys
deal.
you did that album. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and it
so
took
funny.
us. Yeah, it literally we then that's when we had to change to this Latin version of Peralta, which it actually did well for us. I mean, we can't lie, it gave us a truckload of festivals and a truckload of shows. But but to that level, to know we had a deal, and then to say, well, psych, we're taking it off the table. We're like, oh
Oh yeah, that's disappointing.
yeah.
All right, Savannah Mae, close us out. 6th song.
Okay, let's do I really like American Boys is a little like Southern rock as like a fun different one, but Daughters of Darkness is also really great as well, and one of actually the first ones that I was drawn to on the album. Do either of you have a preference?
No,
No, you pick it.
Daughters of Darkness is good.
Yeah, you
Okay,
pick
yeah,
it.
let's do that one then.
Here we go.
We came to battle, baby. We came to win the war. We won't surrender till we get what we're looking for. We're blowing out our speakers. There goes the neighborhood. A little scissor happy, little misunderstood. We can turn you on, or we will turn on you. Daughters of darkness, sisters insane. A little evil goes a long, long way. We stand together, no, we're not afraid. We'll live forever. Daughters of darkness, daughters of darkness, daughters of darkness. We're all survivors somehow. We just broke out the pack, and I don't need no dog tag. My name is on my back. We can turn you on, or we can turn on you. Daughters of darkness, sisters insane. A little evil goes a long, long way. We stand together, no, we're not afraid. We'll live forever. Daughters of darkness, daughters of darkness.
All right.
And I'm telling you, that bass player and that drummer are tighter than tight can be. I
Oh my
mean,
gosh,
that
yes.
foundation, it's
It's so important. Yeah.
second to none, man. Second to none.
So I take it your all-female Christian band couldn't play Daughters of Darkness, probably.
Oh, well, that one wasn't all Christian music. But yeah, I don't think that would have been age appropriate, honestly, for 12 years old. Yeah. Dude, I love the punchiness of the verse and how it contrasts with this open chord structure chorus. Yeah, super, super cool song.
Yeah, I love
It
the
was very cool.
I think the drums are spectacular.
Oh yeah. Really, they have like such an incredible team. Like they're just a stacked band. Like we talked about the big wall of sound guitars, and yeah, the rhythm section is really tight. The drums are really rocking. I mean, Lizzy's obviously the star. The vocals are just insane too. So I mean, they are stacked. Halestorm is stacked.
They are.
All right, so I have a question, Savannah. If you had lunch with Lzzy Hale, you could ask her 3 quick questions. What would they be?
Oh my goodness, we'd have a whole vocal lesson. I mean, we would talk about voice the whole time. Probably about endurance, like you were asking before. How do you maintain your vocal health singing that gritty? Let's see. Where do you draw inspiration on from not only like bands when you write, but like lyrics? Because I assume that like she puts on some sort of like theatrical persona to write these lyrics, right? Like I don't believe that she's evil and
No.
like a freak and all these things that she calls herself. So probably like where she or what she draws on to come up with those kind of like aggressive lyrics.
I mean, it's no different than being an actor, right? They do different.
Yeah, like
Those-
building a literal character to put on
Mhm.
yourself.
Yeah.
But then if it's a character, what are you drawing on if it's not your own self, you know? So I think there's essence of Lzzy in all of these, right? But it is definitely theatrical. Yeah. So I think
That'd
those
be a pretty cool lunch. I'd like to be a fly on the wall.
yeah, oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. So amazing.
Never down, never out, playing hard, living loud. Keeping up with the boys, making out, making noise. And you better get me home before the sun comes up, up, Daughters of darkness, sisters insane. A little evil goes a long, long way. We stand together, no, we're not afraid. We'll live forever. Daughters of darkness, daughters of darkness. Daughters of darkness. We're the daughters of darkness. Daughters of
Super interesting string ending there. I
Yeah.
love that. And actually
Yeah.
this song has one of my favorite bridges of the whole album. That those accents on the four, like da, 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 da. I love that so
Yeah.
much.
That's
You know,
a
it's
cool-
kind of haunting. It sounds like a haunted house.
Yeah, like-
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
it is.
vampire or something.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Very, very cool. So what do you think this album cover means? I mean, they all seem to be in character.
Yeah, I think it might be playing on Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. I think that's what it's
Oh,
called,
is that
right?
it? Okay. Yep.
I think so. I'm not super familiar with the story and the lore around that, but I think it might be inspired by that.
Yeah, it looks like they're all in character.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of plays into the theatrical elements lyrically on the album, so I
Yeah.
really like it.
What a great album, man. I mean,
Yeah, oh my
literally,
gosh.
just like my favorite line, it kicks you in the face.
Yes, it totally
really
does.
does.
That's why it's one of my favorite modern rock albums for sure.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you sharing it with us. What an awesome ride along this incredible album with you.
Yeah, this was super fun. Thank you guys so much for
You're
having me.
welcome. Hey, so you want to give a couple of dates on like where you guys going to be at next coming up soon?
Ooh, yeah, for sure. I should be better about this, but I'm honestly like, where are we this weekend? It's been
Look,
booked for a
look, I'ma tell
year,
you
but
what,
I don't know.
My wife is constantly telling me where I'm going to be at. I'm like,
And
oh, I
also,
just-
if you want to shoot it over to me too, like if you want to shoot me your Facebook page and your website and your tour dates, that kind of thing, I'll put it in the comments down below.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I will do that. I think like the next big show that we're really trying to promote is we are at Boatyard Lake Norman on October 26th for their Voodoo Halloween bash, and that's gonna be a super fun one. We've had our costumes planned for like a year. We're gonna do some skit type things on stage. And I think they also have like a costume contest that's I think 1,000 cash prize, which is pretty crazy.
Are you going
Really?
to tell us your costume, or are you keeping it a secret?
I don't know. Should I? No, I should probably no. The
Yeah.
band would get mad at me. The band would get mad at me. We've done like I think last year we did villains. We've done classic movie characters. And a lot of fun themes. But this year we're all very much related. We're all characters. I'll give you that.
Adam's Family, maybe? I don't know. Star Wars?
Something like that. Something like that. But I will be actually, I will say this. I will be dyeing my hair for this costume. I thought I was going to be able to wear a wig, but it is going to fall off. And actually, I think it would be fun to have this color hair anyway for a while.
What do you think the band is going to think of this episode?
I think for sure. I mean, they all love this album, but I think for sure Josh would love listening in on it. And I give again credit to him for showing Halestorm to me. So even though I didn't listen for like a year, I'm so sorry, Josh. Yeah, I'm very grateful.
Cool. Well, everybody check out Unknown Artist at the Boatyard. You said October 27th or 28th?
26th.
The 26th.
Yes.
October 26th, Unknown Artist at the Boatyard. Guys, go check them out. They're
Yes.
fantastic. They're going to give you an amazing show. So please go check them out. And I'll tell you what, if anybody is around this weekend, come see Blue Monday at the Swanee Theater in Kannapolis. Now, we did sell this show out last time we played, and we're looking to do the same thing. So, hey, get your tickets. I got VIP section, like a balcony to watch this play. So, hey, come check out Blue Monday. And also come check out my other band, Wildcard. We're going to be, oh my God, I forgot the name of the place. I know we're playing October 11th, so I'll put that out even more. My other band, Wildcard, we're playing all these dates. So come check us all out. People, please just go check out local bands, local music, because if it wasn't for y'all, we won't be able to play. I mean, Boatyard wouldn't have Unknown Artists or Blue Monday play if you guys didn't come out and support us. So please support all of us because we are hungry. No, just kidding. But, yeah.
We are starving
We're
musicians.
starving.
No.
We're out in the streets collecting money before we play.
Oh my goodness. What's the Blue Monday at Swanee date?
It's this Saturday.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's this
And by the way,
Saturday.
Swanee Theater is an amazing place to see a show.
Yeah.
I've been there to
Yes,
see
I've been
it.
wanting to check it out. That's in Kannapolis, right?
Yeah, it's a nice venue. It's in a great spot too. Like it's really cool. Like we love
Awesome,
it.
awesome.
Their
You can
dressing
actually
room
watch
is
it from
big.
up on the balcony too. There's a balcony. You can watch it from up there. It's kind of neat.
That's super sick. I
And
love
they
that.
got a great PA in there too. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that'll be a great show.
So tell you what, before we leave, people, we're born again Christians. I mean, I've been saying this for a while. God put this in my heart to do it on my platform. He did it on a morning when I was working out, and literally my music stopped in my iPod, my earpods, and he goes, "Get people to Jesus." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I got your back. So do it on your platform." So I'm doing this right now because he told me to do it. So I tell you what, we want to give everybody a chance to make Jesus the Lord of your life. Now, listen, if you don't want to join in on this with us, hey, you can just click off, go about your business, go enjoy your day or night if you're listening to. But if not, please join us because I want everyone to experience what I've been experiencing, and I'm sure what Savannah has and Thomas has also with Jesus. So if you guys are ready, just repeat after me. Say, Lord Jesus, I know that I'm a sinner. I repent of all of my sins. I ask you that you come into my heart and you come into my life. Just take it over. I give it all to you. Thank you, Jesus, for saving me. In Jesus' name, amen. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now part of God's children. Find a good Bible teaching church. Put Jesus in the center of your life. And I promise you without a shadow of a doubt, Jesus is going to make your life unbelievably epic. I promise you. Congratulations, y'all. So yeah, that's it.
Very sweet.
Thank you,
Savannah Mae,
Savannah,
thank
for
you so
taking
much.
time for hanging out with the two old goats here.
Oh no, you guys are so cool. Thanks for having me. Thanks for hanging.
We had a great time. Thanks, Savannah Mae.
Yeah, so much fun.
Hailstorm.
Yes, Hailstorm.
And
Hey.
talk to the band. We want to book you for the other podcast. So just talk to them about a date.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely do that. Sounds great.
All right. Everyone have a great evening.
Dude.
All right.
you.
Good
Thanks
night,
again.
everybody.
Good night.